good afternoon to all my dear children. So in today's science class we are going to learn the same lesson, 10th lesson, that is natural resources, right? So I request everyone to take your science book to the page number 56. Okay, page number 56. So we saw many things about natural resources. We saw first the topic forest and grasslands, how these forests are helpful for us. See, we are getting food, shelter, timber, firewood, all those things, honey, medicines, everything from the forest and grasslands, right? And then we saw about wildlife, and then we saw about three basic types of rocks: igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary, right? Now in today's class, the next topic we are going to learn about soil, that is in page number 56. Soil. So you can see here, plants draw water and minerals from the soil. So without soil we would have no food, right? Without soil we would have no food. Many small animals like worms and microorganisms live in the soil, of course. See, plants, it takes water from the soil and it takes minerals from the soil only. So without soil the plants will not grow, the trees will not grow, right? And even we will not have food. Many small animals like even worms and microorganisms also live in the soil only. See, next step. Soil is made up of mostly rock particles. The breaking down of the rocks is called weathering. You can underline this word, weathering. W-E-A-T-H-E-R-I-N-G, weathering. See, soil is made up of rock particles, you know that. So when the rock breaks down into small particles, that process is said to be weathering. Rocks become weak and crack because of daily heating and cooling. See, the weather, it will change each and every day, right? Sometime today it may rain, or tomorrow it may be very sunny. Because of daily heating and cooling, the rocks become very weak and it cracks also. So the roots of plants growing into cracks in rocks also breaks the rocks. See, have you seen inside the rocks and all the cracks of the rocks and all, you can see some plants growing. So this also makes the rocks very weak. Okay. When loose pieces of rock are carried and tumbled about by rainwater, they break further. And one thing, when the loose pieces of the rocks, okay, carried due to heavy rain, or when it washed away into the river, what happens? They even more break. This is how soil forms from rocks over millions of years. Next step. Soil is kept in place by the roots of plants. If soil is left uncovered by plants, it gets eroded. That is, it will carried away. See, if there is a plant in the soil, what happened? The roots of the plants, it will just hold the soil tightly. If there is no plants at all, it is uncovered, what happened? Definitely the soil will washed away, eroded, it will get eroded. Mannaripu, we used to say in Tamil. So you can see this picture which they have given in page number 56. Can you see? It looks like, right, dry place without plants, without trees. See, the soil gets eroded because of no plants and trees. Okay, now next page number 57. So we are going to see the next topic, fuels. Fuels means eriporul. Okay. See, natural gas is used to drive vehicles. Natural gas, it is used to drive vehicles. And here petroleum is pumped out of oil wells. Enna Genaru, we say it in Tamil. From there only we used to get petrol. Okay, under the subtopic fuels. Coal, petroleum and natural gas are the fuels that give us most of the energy we need to drive vehicles. run factories, make electricity, cook food, and so on. They all come from under the ground. Okay, coal, nilakari, petroleum, and natural gas. All these things are fuels, and we are getting from under the ground only. See, we are using for running vehicles, running factories, to make electricity, to cook food, the gas we are using, right? So everything, all these energy we are getting from under the ground only. Next, coal is a kind of sedimentary rock. It was formed from plants that died and got buried millions of years ago. Over millions of years, these plants got buried deeper and deeper under layers of rocks. Slowly, the pressure and heat under the earth changed them into coal. Coal is dug out from mines the way metals and non-metals are. So, coal is a kind of sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rock means it will settle down under something, right? Actually, as I told you in the previous class, for example, take a jar, take a full jar, fill it up with water and put some soil in it. So what happened after a few hours, the soil will get under sediment, right? So sedimentary, how it will form, coal, the died plants, when it got buried under the ground millions of years, what happened, buried deeply, so it will just form as a rock. So due to the pressure and heat under the earth, what happened, it will form into a coal. So these coal only we are just digging out from the mines. So how we are taking the metals and non-metals, same like that. Okay, next, petroleum and natural gas are often found together under rocks. They were formed from sea organisms that died and got buried millions of years ago. The buried organisms slowly formed petroleum and natural gas because of the pressure and heat under the earth. We dig deep holes called oil wells to pump out petroleum from under the ground. Natural gas also often comes out from these wells. Okay, petroleum and natural gas. Often we used to found together, both together, petroleum and natural gas together, where we used to found it under the rocks only. So how they were formed? Sea organisms, the aquatic organisms, sea organisms, when it died and got buried over millions of years. So what happens, slowly it will form petroleum and natural gas because of the pressure and heat under the earth. So what we used to do, we dig the hole deeply called oil wells, ennai ginaru. So to pump out what? To pump out petroleum from the underground. And even natural gas also often comes out of these wells only. Okay. So you can see this picture here, they have given lipstick, they have given Vaseline lotion, they have given candles, right? So these petroleum is used to make many things. See, petroleum is also using for these things. Next, petroleum is a dark, sticky liquid. It is purified in factories called refineries. Underline this word, refineries. REFINERIES, refineries. Some things we get from petroleum are petrol, kerosene, petroleum gas, diesel and grease. Okay. See, petroleum, when it's directly taken from the oil wells, how it will look, it will be sticky. Sticky liquid. So it will be purified. That process is said to be purified in factories called refineries. Okay. What are the things we used to get from the petroleum? Petrol we use for vehicle, to run vehicles. Kerosene And then petroleum gas, diesel, grease, everything we are getting from petroleum. Then petrol and diesel are used to drive vehicle, right? As we all know, vehicles to drive vehicle. So is CNG, or the full form is compressed natural gas. Okay, liquid petroleum gas, that is LPG, liquid petroleum gas. CNG, compressed natural gas, and kerosene are used for cooking. All these gases are used for cooking. Petroleum is also used to make many things like wax, see, wax, plastics, medicines, and cosmetics. Even for cosmetics, the things which we are using for our face, everything, for our body, all those cosmetics, okay, petroleum is mixed. Cosmetics are things used to make the skin and hair beautiful, as we all know, right? Next, page number. Now take page number 58. Here the topic have given air. All living beings use oxygen to breathe, and plants use carbon dioxide to make food. We use oxygen to burn fuels. We also use nitrogen, oxygen, and some of the other gases in the air for many other purposes. Nitrogen, for example, is used to fill food packages. It prevents food from getting spoiled. Okay, so all living beings use oxygen to breathe. Okay, so even we use oxygen. Without oxygen we cannot live. And even plants use carbon dioxide to make food. We use oxygen not only for breathing, even to burn fuels. And we also use nitrogen, oxygen, and some other gases for many other purposes, many reasons. Nitrogen, for example, is used to fill food packages. So you people are buying chips items and all. When you buy those Lay's chips, it looks like many chips are inside that. So when you open the chips packet, you can see there will be only few chips. So the packet is filled with nitrogen. So why the nitrogen is filled in those packets, food packets? Because to prevent from the spoil, kettu pogama irukku. Next, water. We need water for drinking, cooking, washing, bathing, growing crops, and many other things. We can only use fresh water, that is sweet water, from lakes, ponds, rivers, and the water stored underground called groundwater. We cannot use the salty water of the seas, but seas are the main sources of rain, which renews our supply of the fresh water. Of course, see, we need water for drinking, washing clothes, washing vessels, for bathing, right? For everything, for growing crops, for many other reasons we are using water. So only fresh water we can use for drinking, where we used to get from lakes, ponds, rivers, okay, even from the underground. Those waters are said to be groundwater. We cannot use the salty water from the seas, but seas are the main source. As we saw in the water cycle, the sea water will get evaporate. The evaporate just go and join in the sky. All those things we saw, no? Yes, everything. So my dear children, I want you all to start from page number 56 and till page number 58. Please go through it and don't waste your time. For your better understanding, please go through line by line and study at home. Thank you, children.